Hey, how do you doodly do? My name is Roger, and 18 months ago I sold everything I had and bought a sailboat in the Mediterranean, where I've been sailing ever since. I have been exploring much of Spain. I sailed over to Melilla and Morocco, and I spent some time in the Balearic Islands like Formentera, Mallorca and Ibiza. Before now, I sailed the boat over to Greece. On my way, I had the pleasure of inviting mermaids and crew members along the way. I am now planning for future adventures in Greece this fall and then in spring again, and I'm looking for new mermaids who want to join me for fun and adventures. So far I've had 4 young women joining me for everything from 5 days to more than 3 weeks. 3 of them has been a huge success, and you can see their testimonies at the end of this video. You will find a link to their full published testimonies below. What I expect from someone who wants to come sailing with me is that you're interested in learning how to sail and handling the boat. Don't worry if all of this is new to you. I will teach you as long as you are interested in learning the ropes. You also do your fair part of the crew duties on board. We like to keep a clean and tidy ship and eat well. Normally I do most of the cooking, but you are also welcome to help. You also take an active part in my YouTube story and help with fun ideas and promote the videos on social media. I will cover all cruising and boat related costs. The normal arrangement is that you pay your own travel tickets and share on provisions. You keep your own spending money and that's it. Yes, you will have a mermaid made in your likeness. I'm also interested in doing collaborations with travel vloggers, other YouTubers and Instagram models. Hit me up with cool ideas. So, are there any requirements? Yes. You should speak acceptable English and no drugs on my boat. Other than that, I do expect we both do our best to get along and make it a pleasant journey. May have our differences in opinions and different backgrounds, but with mutual respect we will be fine. Personal hygiene is important on board, but please do not expect to use all the water at once. If you are interested, please do the following. Read the description below. Please send me a short introduction of who you are, where you're from, what you do and why you want to sail with me. Please attach a few unfiltered photos. Snapchat filters are really overrated these days. You may also attach your Instagram and let me know what time is best for you to go sailing. Or better yet, why don't you make a video full of this and post on YouTube? You can send me the direct link and you don't have to make it public. My email address as listed below is iwanttosailonmermaid@gmail.com. No, I'm sorry, I will not reply to one-liners, yes, I want to go sailing with you. Please make a little more efforts than that, show me that you are sincere. Maybe this is not for you, but maybe you know someone who could be interested. Please help me share this video and help me find a new mermaid. Now please listen to what some of these previous mermaid crew members had to say.
You have to be, if you're interested in doing these crewing opportunities, you just need to be really clear about what the expectations are. Like, my goal was to kind of work and help out with the boat for the experience of being able to sail and travel with Mermaid and with you. But it would have been kind of an awkward situation if I was paying like $50 a day like some boats ask, and then we had the engine problems, and then we were going to be stuck in the yard for 3 or 4 days. It just would have been awkward. I feel like it just kind of would have been awkward, because then you also feel like you have to be entertaining, and it's not, I don't know, I think it just makes like the situation, it's more transactional, I think. Like, it makes the relationship more transactional, and it's less, I feel like we really did work together and we rolled with the punches when they happened, and the expectation was that there was work that needed to be done, but we were going to have fun along the way and have fun whenever we could. You know, so it was really clear. So I would say for anyone looking at websites like Crew Bay or Find a Crew, which are the 2 that I was on, just make sure it's really transparent with the situation that you're getting into. Yeah. Because the last thing that you want to do is shell out a bunch of money to end up, like, if you're paying $50 a day to clean a hull, like, make sure that you know that that's what you're signed up to be doing. Because the worst thing would be to be surprised when you get there.
And that's another thing I want to address as well, because One of the things Megan brought up before she got to the boat, naturally, is that she did not want any kind of romantic, what should I say, that I was trying to pursue anything romantic. Yeah.
Right, I wasn't interested in a romantic relationship. I was interested in traveling and expanding my sailing experience.
And that is something I've felt a lot, that when I am searching for crew, and I am clear that I rather prefer to have female crew members sailing with me for such passages of 3 weeks. And everybody is suspicious that I'm just doing that to get laid.
Right. I mean, naturally, that's what you would think, and you have to be, as women, I feel like you have to be aware, like you don't want to be naive going into a situation where you're going to be stuck on board with someone for 3 weeks.
Yeah. So that is something I just wanted to address, because many people do tend to think so, but I think that you can have a crew member that is female that you can have a friendship with and you can work well with without there having to be any sexual traps or whatever.
Right.
And if you talk about this before you travel, you will avoid a lot of problems as well.
I think it was the first thing. It was like one of the first things that we addressed, and I was very forward about that, because after messaging with some people on those websites like Cruvet, it became clear that they weren't just interested in having me on as a crew member, that they were looking for something more. So it can be awkward to bring up, but it's better to just like get it out in the open.
I like the transparent approach. I will try to be as honest as I can possibly be about my expectations and where I want to be and what I will be doing and why. And some people may like it, some people may not, but I think that adds up to the best result once somebody gets on board.
Right, because the last thing anyone wants to be is surprised or caught off guard or anything like that.
Okay.
And that way you're making sure you're getting crew members who know what they're signing up for and like what they're signing up for.
Sure, yeah.
You think you'll do it again?
I will do it again, most definitely. This has been 3 very pleasant weeks, and I have enjoyed the company. I have enjoyed conversations.
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me
I have enjoyed annoying you a bit every now and then with conversations of special topics.
I think it probably went. I'm sure it went both ways.
So yeah, it's been very nice, and I will most definitely do it again.
I would also like to do it again. This has been awesome, and I hope to have my own boat one day. I don't think I'm necessarily ready for that, mentally, emotionally, and financially, but helping out other... That's not the knot I tied. I'm learning how to tie. I tie a great bowline knot.
Yeah, this has been a part of practice.
But I would love to help out other people on their boats, you know, whether that be helping them cruise from one place to another, or some people, you said, you know, it's boring for you to just be on the boat by yourself. And so part of it is, you know, providing friendship or companionship and sharing the night watches and... Sharing night watches has been one of the best things, because I have been able to relax. I have been able to pass out and sleep a little. We both stayed in the cockpit all night, so if I got tired, I woke her up and she would keep watch for me. Yeah. And if anything showed up, boat or whatever, she could just talk to me and I would be alert in a few seconds. But Felicia, how did you end up sailing with me?
So, what is it, findcrew.com?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so first, being a female on findcrew.com, it's like being on Tinder. You get blown up. But for whatever reason, you're the only person that I've actually talked with. I don't know if it's a gut feeling or a sense of being able to judge character, but you were one of the few people that was like, okay, I'd be okay doing that. So I appreciate that.
You must have some really bad sense of judgment.
Based on the men I've dated, I would agree with you, actually.
No, Don, that was not the reply you were gonna.
No, it's been good. It's actually been you've been extremely respectful, especially my walk of shame, like that thing. There could have been a camera, but no, seriously, it's been a really good experience. So we actually had. I'm actually really glad we were in Oslo at the same time.
Yeah, we got to meet in Oslo before we started sailing together.
Yeah.
Only a couple days before then.
Yeah, you easily could have messaged me like, I can't hang out with you. You can't go.
Well, that could have gone both ways.
Yeah, I know, it was really good. It changed kind of the comfortability. I wasn't actually uncomfortable though. You're very, how would you say, kind of like wear your heart on your sleeve. You are who you are in your writing, in how you communicate over the phone or in person, and so it wasn't a concern of mine at all. It's honestly been a pleasure dealing with you, minus the anchor situation. That was it. I wish we had that on camera.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad with you. I was mad at the ground.
Yeah.
I was mad at the ground. Say hello.
I'm
We're getting mojitos.
Oh,
Lots of ice. Oh, mother of God.
now they got seasick.
I know, they got seasick.
Yeah.
Welcome to our world. Actually, what do you think with the wind situation, the waves? Because when we were sailing in, the winds were not too bad, but I feel like the seas. We had a lot of swells when we first left Mallorca.
Yeah.
You were saying what, like 4 meters?
Yeah, I think so. I think there was 4 meters waves when we had it in on the side, but they were rounded. They were not like this.
Yeah.
So they were very rounded like this.
And he was really good. And I don't know if you did this on purpose, but he was like, do you want to take the helm? Which, just so anyone knows, if you're seasick, having a job completely distracts you from being seasick, and it's one of the best things to do, and it's one of the things I do at home, is if people are seasick on the boat, have them. So I might have been seasick if you would have done that. So I really, really appreciate that.
Okay.
If you would have been like, hey, it's time for lunch, can you go down below? I'm like,
Oh no,
F my life.
that would have been a bad situation.
Cheers.
Cheers. Glad to have you on board.
Glad to be aboard.
Good.
There's a lot of ice.
Yes. So, Sophie, how did you end up on Mermaid?
So I always, not always, but I started to get that dream that I want to sail.
Yeah.
That's one reason for it is that I'm gonna be a boat builder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start my apprenticeship in August, and I really want to know more about boats and sailing before I start doing this. And also, not in relationship to this, I also wanted to go sailing. And then I logged into findacrew.net, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And tried to find someone. Actually, I saw your profile, and that's when I decided to make a profile, because I wanted to ask you to
Okay.
also
Oh, that's nice.
yes.
But you hadn't seen any of my videos before you found me on Finder Crew.
No, I didn't know it. Also, when I first asked you, I think I haven't seen any videos.
Okay. Now you've been sailing with me for almost 1,000 nautical miles already.
Yes.
Yes. How's it been?
Amazing. I cannot even describe it. Really,
You have to tell us about the first night out.
Yeah, the first night. I'm still thinking about that first night, because it was really something I will never forget.
It was the first time in open sea for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never been sailing. I have maybe spent 8 hours on a boat before, but not more. And it was, can you call it a storm? I don't know.
It was gusting up to 35 knots, so I think you could say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, really a lot of wind, high waves, steep waves.
Yeah.
4 to 6 meter waves, I would say. 4 meters.
At least, yes.
Yeah. And the boat was like this the whole time. And yeah, at some point.
No, it was not the whole time like this. It was a little like this too. And
Yeah. Of course, like there was actually a point where everybody had to be on board with life vests and tied to the boat.
yeah,
Like,
buckled in.
yeah, that was one moment where I was like, okay, what's going on now? But the guys, all of you 3 guys, handled it so cool, and really I was never scared.
Never scared.
Even
No.
though it was maybe a scary situation, you were all taking it very cool. This trip from start to, it's not even ended yet.
Nope.
From start to now, it has been so many new experiences, so many new things that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
I can only say it 1,000 times again. I saw dolphins,
Yes, and turtles you've seen.
turtles, and it's just crazy. And the sunsets
Yeah.
are amazing, and also at night the stars, if you're in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah.
it's just a whole nother thing.
That's beautiful.
I can say it was an experience, and that's, I can only say, I had in this year I have made so many great experiences for life, and this one is a very big part.
So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to share the video on social media and help me find a new mermaid. And I hope to see you back in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.